How to crochet the Tunisian crochet simple stitch foundation row, left-handed. For this tutorial, you'll need a Tunisian crochet hook and a ball of yarn. Special thanks to our sponsor Mountain Meadow Wool for providing today's yarn. Today we are using their Laramie line in the color Prairie. Tunisian crochet is another way of making fabric with yarn, and we're using a much longer crochet type hook that has a shaft that is the same diameter all the way across. So some regular crochet hooks kind of will have a little bit more shape to them, and that won't work for Tunisian crochet because we're going to be picking up stitches all along the edge here, and we're going to keep the stitches on the hook, which is going to help us create a completely different look in our fabric. So for step one, we're going to insert our hook into the next chain in our foundation chain row here that we've made. So we've already chained up the number of stitches that we want to make for our fabric. And we do that with the normal chain method. So we'll insert our hook into the next chain. Remember, this is step one. For step two, we're going to yarn over. So we're going to bring the yarn over the top of our hook, and we're going to come from behind and over to the front. Okay, so coming down and around. It would work, but it's not going to look exactly the same. So over the top, and then we're going to, for step three, pull that yarn that's around the hook through the stitch. Okay? And this is where Tunisian differs from regular crochet. Rather than working this stitch until there's only one stitch left on the hook, we're going to keep this stitch on our hook, and then we'll work it on our way back. So next we're going to repeat steps 1 through 3. So go into the next chain stitch, yarn over, and draw through. Okay, so now we've got 3 stitches on our hook. Okay, and we'll continue doing this all the way until the end of the row. This is what we call our forward pass. So each row in crochet has a forward and a return pass, and that is what constitutes one full row. So when we say row, here I'm just meaning to the end of the row, but we're actually to the end of the pass. But if you look at a Tunisian crochet pattern, it's going to refer to a row as being both the forward and return pass. Okay, so here's our last stitch in this pass, and we can see we have all of our stitches still on the hook. So to remove these from our hook, we're going to do a return pass. That's where we're going to start with step 4. So we're going to yarn over, and for step 5 we're going to pull this through that very first stitch on our hook. Now for step 6 we're going to yarn over again, and for step 7 we're going to pull our hook and yarn through the next 2 loops on our hook. Okay, so do that together, right? And that's how we work our stitch. So we're going to repeat steps 6 and 7, so yarn over and draw through 2, and we'll repeat these all the way until the end of the row. So yarn over and draw through 2. So this is how we do our return pass, and when we get to the end we'll only have 1 stitch left. So this is called the Tunisian crochet simple stitch foundation row, and it is the basis for pretty much all, if not all, Tunisian crochet patterns. So when you're looking at other patterns, you'll start out the first row using this, and it'll say in the pattern how it wants you to start out. And that's how you crochet the Tunisian crochet simple stitch foundation row. Want more news today? Join our VIP email list to get every stitch directly to your inbox.
Sign up today at newstitchaday.com/VIP.